Okay, let's just dive right in. The very foundation of our digital lives, the trust we put in every single online purchase, every private message we send, it's all facing a challenge that could literally change everything we thought we knew about security. We're talking about the quantum threat. So let me just ask you this right off the bat. Are your secrets really safe forever? I mean, think about your most sensitive information. Is the lock you're using on it today strong enough to stand up to the keys of tomorrow? It's a serious question. The only reason we can even have this conversation is because of this invisible shield that protects almost everything we do online. It works so well, most of us don't even realize it's there. That shield has a name. It's called cryptography. And put simply, it's the art of using really complex math to just scramble information so it's complete gibberish to anyone who isn't supposed to see it. It's truly the silent hero of our digital age. And it is absolutely everywhere. I mean, every time you do your banking online, send a private message, sign a digital document, or even just log into a service, that's cryptography working in the background, keeping you safe. It's the lock on your digital front door, your filing cabinet, and your mailbox, all rolled into one. But a new kind of machine is on the horizon, a machine that threatens to pick that lock. It's a computer that thinks in a fundamentally different way, and it could make all of our current digital shields totally obsolete. And this gets right to the heart of the problem. Our computers today, what we call classical computers, they find the math problems behind our security practically impossible. It would take them like billions of years to crack. But for a powerful quantum computer, well, those same impossible problems could be solved in just a few hours, or maybe even seconds. And look, this isn't some far-off science fiction. As Deloitte pointed out a few years ago, a powerful enough quantum computer could just shatter the security protocols we depend on for everything. The digital locks we all thought were unbreakable could just pop right open. Now, this brings us to a really critical idea. This threat isn't just some distant future problem. It actually has very real consequences for us today. And it's all because of a strategy called Harvest Now, Decrypt Later. Which, of course, brings up the most logical question, right? If these super powerful quantum computers aren't even here yet, what's the big deal? Why should we be worried right now? Okay, so this is how it works. On the left, you've got adversaries. Right now, today, hoovering up and storing massive amounts of our encrypted data. They're just hoarding it. They can't read it, not yet. But they are betting that in the future, as you see on the right, they'll get their hands on a quantum computer that can unlock all of it. They're basically stealing our digital safes now because they're confident they'll be able to build the key to open them later. So here's the bottom line. If you have any information that needs to stay secret for a long time, we're talking 10, 20, maybe 50 years. Think about corporate trade secrets, sensitive government files, even your personal health records. It might already be at risk. It's sitting on a server somewhere, just waiting for that quantum key to be built. So what all this sets up is a huge global challenge. It's become a massive race against time, a race to upgrade our entire digital world before this quantum threat becomes a reality. This chart here really visualizes the race perfectly. It's a simple formula for risk. You take the time it's going to take us to upgrade all our systems, and you add the time our data needs to stay secret. If that total number is bigger than the time we have until the threat arrives, well, we end up in that red zone. That's the vulnerability gap. So let's just quickly break that down. Migration time, that's how long it takes to switch everything over to new quantum-safe security. For big, complex systems, that could be years. Shelf life time, that's how long your secrets need to stay secret. For something like a credit card number, maybe a few years. But for a national secret, it could be a century. And then there's the threat timeline. That's the big unknown. When will a code-breaking quantum computer actually exist? Well, to get a better handle on that threat timeline, let's see what the experts think. This is from a 2023 survey of 37 of the world's leading quantum experts. They were asked to estimate the likelihood of this happening. And here is the headline number. Get this. 17 out of those 37 experts, that's almost half of them, believe there is a 50% or greater chance a quantum computer could break our current encryption within the next 10 years. That is way sooner than most of us probably think. So the problem is clear, the timeline is urgent, but here's the good news. The world's top cryptographers are not just sitting around, they are actively building our next digital shield. A whole new generation of cryptographic math is being developed and standardized as we speak.
It's called post-quantum cryptography, or PQC. Now, the name's a little confusing. It doesn't run on a quantum computer. It's designed to run on our current computers, but it's built to be safe from an attack by a future quantum computer. So why on earth do we need to start this massive upgrade now? Well, for one, critical systems in banking, energy, and government have life cycles that can be 15, 20, even 30 years long, and the migration itself is going to take years of careful planning. And honestly, most big organizations don't even have a complete list of all the different kinds of cryptography they're using right now. And, getting this right isn't just a job for the IT department. This pyramid shows it perfectly. Preparing for this transition, it needs a coordinated plan at every single level. From the top executives making strategic decisions about risk and money, all the way down to the operational teams who are actually implementing the changes on the ground.
At the end of the day, this isn't really a choice. For any company or government that handles sensitive data, moving to quantum-safe systems is an inevitability. The only real choice is whether you start preparing now, in a smart, orderly way, or if you get forced into a mad panic later on. The cryptographer Michelle Mosca asked this question way back in 2015. Cybersecurity in an era with quantum computers. Will we be ready? It's more relevant today than it has ever been. It's really the central question facing our entire digital society.
The work has already started. The new standards are coming. But we have got a long road ahead of us. The quantum clock is ticking. So the real question we have to leave you with is, are we going to be ready in time?